Multiple terror attacks on this brutal morning. Let's bring in Lieutenant Stephen Rogers, former senior military intelligence officer with the FBI National Joint Terrorism Task Force. First off, Steve, a lot of people are saying American company in France for ISIS. This is a twofer. Am I wrong to think that there's a link there?
I don't think you're wrong. Look, the French issue could have been a coordinated attack, probably was, because they did identify themselves as ISIS. Now you have Tunisia. But, Brian, you know, we sat here all together months ago and said, ISIS is on a march. They're going to hit here. I mean, the pattern is beginning to develop that they're radicalizing people in country, and I fear that we are going to get hit.
Both of these are soft targets.
Very soft targets. And the interesting thing about this is, especially the one in France, they did not look for a large populated city. They went to a suburb, if you will. And low security, probably the police are not that well trained in counterterrorism. We have the same problem here. And I've said for months, maybe for years, we need to get local police and citizens engaged in what? A war.
Oh, no, we have to retrain our cops to learn how to be better law enforcement. Isn't that the big trend in our country? The cops have been too aggressive?
No, they're good. They're good at it. But you know what, Brian? The government, the U.S. government, and the Justice Department is taking the tools they need to fight a war. This is going to be a guerrilla war in this country. We've warned it for years. Unlike anything we've ever seen in the history of this country is on its way here. And what we're seeing this morning in France and in Tunisia is just a prelude to what's going to come here.
Well, regarding the Tunisian attack on these tourist hotels, Steve, apparently there were security personnel shooting back at the ISIS members as they were opening fire on these sunbathers there. So, you know, even though it was a soft target, that's one thing.
Not that soft.
At least somebody had some guns. Whereas in the French attack, what they did was before they got to the gas company, this American Air Products company, apparently they carjacked somebody, just hijacked him off the street and then killed him.
But that's one of the reports. Now there's some pushback on that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They said that one of the people could have been hit inside, that it could have been an American.
But that decapitated person on the head has Arabic writing on it.
Yes, so Elizabeth, there you go. Whether it was a carjacking or somebody in that building, they were bent on beheading somebody to send a very clear message to the Western world. Guess what? We're coming.
Yeah, but you can protect a hotel, you can protect a building, but you can't protect somebody from getting picked up off the street.
Absolutely impossible. But as far as the hotel's concerned, I'm sure these guards had small arms. We're talking about a well-armed, well-financed military operation. And it's just beyond my comprehension why the United States government don't get that.
What should be the message from the White House today?
The message should be, folks, this is not a domestic violence issue. This is not workplace violence. This is a war, and we're going to win this war and fight it.
But, Steve, people looking at this right now said, you know, you do have an attorney general says we have an investigation in all 50, an FBI director says we have an investigation in all 50 states. Even the guys in Garland, Texas, we had an eye on. Even the people in Boston we had talked to. So it's not like we're sitting on our hands.
No, we're not. Look, I believe the FBI and the CIA have done such a superb job that we haven't been hit very hard yet. But what I'm suggesting is the Department of Homeland Security needs now to send funds into local police departments to get those cops in every city and every town engaged in intelligence collection, sharing that intelligence, and that's how you're going to win this war.
All right, Steve Rogers joining us with the breaking news analysis. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.